Now, it is important that we are not captivated and fooled by narcissistic self-disclosure and narcissistic self-parody that drags us into toxic relationships, that captivates us and keeps us stuck. Ultimately, the narcissist's self-disclosure and self-parody is nothing more than their own self-indulgence. My name is Kevin, and this is The Royal We. Now, first, let's talk about some examples of what we're talking about when we talk about this narcissistic self-disclosure and self-parody that has the potential to capture our attention and drag us further into toxic relationships. Now, narcissistic self-disclosure often comes in the form of them talking about what appears to be themselves in a very lighthearted way. So, for example, narcissistic self-disclosure would sound like this: I know I'm an asshole. It's one of my better qualities. Or something to the extent of, well, we all have foul mouths. That's just who we are. We can't help who we are. Right? Or it could go so far as to say, I've got anger issues. Or as part of my mental issues, right? Part of my PTSD. Or I'm part of my bipolar part, whatever the case may be, they're able to talk about it in a self-disclosure form, which ultimately it's more of a self-parody. And now the problem with this, with you or with me being sucked into this and trapped by this type of self-disclosure, is that if we're not careful, we can look at it in the wrong way. We can see it as a form of charm, if you will. It can cast a spell onto you to where you look at it as childish and immature, and it makes you want to say, no, you're not that bad. You're not an asshole. Or no, I don't think you're bipolar, or no, you're fine. I don't think your curse words are that bad. You don't have that foul of a mouth. It's okay. Everybody has a foul mouth, and you get sucked into their own self-parody, right? That's part of the charm of it. Another problem is that you can actually look at it as though the narcissist has good self-awareness. It presents itself as being self-aware, does it not? You're able to say, wow, you're confident in who you are. You know who you are. You're able to talk about your flaws in that way. You must really know yourself. The opposite is true. The reality is that they are so far detached from their true self, and this self-parody is nothing more than a distant run from who they truly are. And we'll explore more of this in just a moment. And then the last thing that it could do is indicate that they are somehow relaxed. They're just relaxed. Nothing bothers them, and nothing should bother you either, right? Don't let their attitude bother you. Just be relaxed. Just go with it, all right? And here's the reality of what you're dealing with when you deal with this type of narcissistic self-disclosure or self-parody. See, what you're dealing with is a narcissistic personality that is so detached from their inner self that they are objectifying a character. They're objectifying an asshole, right? Here's an asshole. I know I'm an asshole, right? It's who I am. I'm foul-mouthed. It's who I am. They've actually objectified the experience that you are about to have. And this is problematic. And this is dangerous, right? Because it's not them, it's the objectified experience. It's the character that they have now created. And this character now allows and opens the door for them to live in a grandiose way and in a very exhibitionist way. They get to now carry out this character that they've created. So, hey, I'm an asshole. It's who I am. Now, guess what? They get to live up to that in your presence because they've created this external character of themselves. Do you understand what I'm telling you? And now this idea and this concept of being an asshole, of being foul-mouthed, gives something for them to be an exhibitionist of and grandiose in. My goodness, if I'm an asshole, I'm going to be the biggest asshole I can be, right? It's a form of detachment from their true selves. It's creating an outside experience that you are going to experience. And now the other problem with this now is that it disarms anybody from being able to criticize who they are. It disarms by beating them. I know I'm an asshole already. I know I've already created this character. And so anybody who criticizes my actions, right, the narcissist actions, anybody who criticizes those actions, the narcissist is able to say, oh, I've already created that character. That character's taking all of that criticism. Do you see? And as you contemplate this in your rational mind, you can start to see the gap in the distance between the true self of the narcissist and this character that they've created. The badass, the angry person, the foul-mouthed person who takes all the criticism so that the inner being, the true self of the narcissist, doesn't exist anywhere near it. It doesn't have to take it, right? The other thing is that it deflects any responsibility. And so now you're getting into the dangerous zone of narcissists being able to act out of this character they've created. They get to act in antisocial ways because, again, it's the character, it's the objectified version of themselves that's doing all of this. And this is what is truly dangerous. You're dealing with a narcissistic person who has objectified the experience that you are having. And now watch this. As you stay in the relationship, according to the narcissistic person, you're choosing to stay with this objectified experience. They've already told you, I'm an asshole, I'm foul-mouthed. And so now every time you are trying to engage in that relationship, you are engaging with the objectified experience that they've created. Listen, they have so far detached from their own true selves. There's no way you are going to have a relationship with their true selves. You are having a relationship with nothing more than the objectified experience that they want you to have. And so as you are engaging, wondering why you can't have a close, intimate relationship, it's because they've already created that objectified experience. And that's what you're having a relationship with. And as long as you are staying and engaging in this relationship, in this toxicity, the true narcissist is nowhere near, the true person that you're dealing with is nowhere near the situation. It is just that objectified self-parody of themselves. And it's your fault for staying in the relationship. And this is why they blame you. This is why they say it's your fault. Because it is. Because you are engaging with their self-parody. You never had a relationship with them. You had a relationship with their self-parody. You had a relationship with their self-disclosure. This is very difficult to comprehend and understand, but it's important. And right away, when we deal with narcissists and toxic people, we need to pay attention to the self-disclosure, the self-parody, so we know exactly what we are getting involved with. You do not want to get involved with somebody's self-parody of themselves. You do not want to get tangled up with someone's self-disclosure of their objectified self. Listen, I want to be a part of your healing journey where we can explore this further. Down below, you will find access to one-on-one coaching appointments with me. We could have a telephone consultation, a video consultation through FaceTime or WhatsApp, where you can even request a video. Down below, you will also find access to Monday night live chat at 9 p.m. Central Time. The link to the channel is down below. Every Saturday morning is Royal We Fellowship. This is where we come together to explore the ancient literature of the Bible. And we talk about it from the understanding of this narcissistic world that is toxic. It's unlike any other Bible study you've been a part of. You can find access to these channels and a whole lot more down below in the description box. And be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share this video with somebody who may need to hear this message. My name is Kevin, and I'll be back with more videos for you right here on The Royal We.